welcome back to my YouTube channel. I got myself two flasks that I got from eBay, two different sellers. This one is a phaenopsis bellina. I thought it was a bigger flask, but it looks like it's very small. Anyway, but I got too excited. I bid on it the minute I saw the picture of the flower, but I don't know if it'll do any good. I'm gonna try to replant this into a little community pot. So this is the first one. I paid like $35 and shipping and handling. Let's see. The other one is this plant that looks bigger. I mean, in pictures can be deceiving. So, but the plant is not too big. This is the epidendrum. That's the one. Anyway, so this one is like a beautiful orange flower with the I'll show you a picture. I'll put it up. So this already came to me. The flask was already open. This was a seal that was on it. So they had taken it out of the flask and they put like a cotton all around it while they shipped it. So let me take the plant out. Let me see what's going on. And I'm gonna clean it and I'm gonna put it in this water. They have water already mixed with the 5 solution. I'm gonna pour it in here so I can, once I take that wrap out, I'm gonna put it directly into this water. So the fungicide that I'm using is this one, 520, which I got from Amazon. Usually this is from a flask, so these plants shouldn't have any form of problem. But let me see. So let me take the covering that they have around. This is how they shipped, whereas the other ones shipped were still in the agar solution. So now because the agar solution is removed from the plant, these need to be potted up quickly. So I got it yesterday. So I'm just going to soak it in here for a little while just to let it sit in the fungicide solution. And then I'm going to pot it up in this, it's going to be potted up in here. It's a square pot. I have some peanuts at the bottom, and I'm gonna put some styrofoam at the bottom. So hopefully, I'm gonna make a community pot out of this one. So this is already like being in a sterile flask, so there is no need for it to come. Any need for me to do anything much to it. So I'm just going to try to loosen up the root ball a little bit so I can plant them in there. Hopefully. Remove the plant out. All I'm going to do now is place each plant I'm going to make like a tight ball with the and wrap it up in sphagnum moss, so I could just lower it into the pot. All I'm doing is just stacking sphagnum moss around the base root of the plant. So this should be one clump. All I'm going to do is just lower it into the pot like so, and then I'm going to put more. Let me take some more out. These are like really, the roots are, I don't even know if I want to separate the roots because they're like intertwined amongst each other. So I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to put like a big moss ball around it, and hopefully I'm sure somebody who's better at this deflasking is probably going to say that's not the right way to do it, but right now I'm just trying to see what works for me. So this is the one I'm gonna make sure that I don't have any plants going downward into the pot. I'm going to make sure that they're all upright. Make sure that all the root balls are all covered. And then here's the plant. And I'm going to lower this into this side. Tuck it in between those plants, and then there's a few more left in here. I think that's it. So the last of it, make another ball with the sphagnum moss wrapped around the. Oh, look at this one. Why is it growing? I got it. Okay, see, this root is still trying to grow up. So slightly lower it down. Spread out the roots. Make sure there's enough sphagnum moss so that it's not exposed to air. Just trying to spread them out a little bit in there so they all have their own little. See, they used to growing in the flasks, so I'm sure when they come out they probably prefer the company of each other. let's put it that way. So, but I know the community pots are much more useful for these plants than being planted separate in individual pots, because it's still a little too small to be planted up separate. So that's the first one. I don't need to put all the labels. I'm just going to take one out, stick it in here, and I'm going to put today's date as May 4th. May 3rd, I'm sorry, May 3rd. And make sure I'll put some more sphagnum moss. Now the sphagnum moss I'm using is just damp. It's not like soaking, because even though the plants came out of the flask and it's soaking in there, I don't want it to be soaking wet, because that could probably cause the roots to rot. I just want it to be moist. And I'm going to keep the plant as humid as possible, and that's the first one all potted up. Now let me go to the second one. Be back in a minute. So here's the other flask that I was talking about. I think it's tightly taped all around. Oh, here it is. Here are the little seedlings in the sterile flask that has been grown in this agar solution. I'm not sure how to get them up. Let me see if I can pour some solution in there and loosen them up. It is really stuck at the bottom. Oh, here you go. put it in a solution so I can loosen up the roots. And so, what I'm doing is just loosening up the root ball and getting all the agar solution out, and I'm going to leave them out in this paper towel too. This way I'm going to make sure that all the plants is cleaned out and that the agar solution is completely removed, because this agar solution, once it's exposed to the air, can cause mold and mildew to grow on it. I don't know, it just gets the black stuff on it, so the plants could get problems from that. So just want to make sure everything is removed, and then I'm gonna take some time to this is like it's supposed to be like a gel solution, but I think it's been in this flask for a little bit longer than it's supposed to be, because this is more like solid, not like gel. So I don't know if the plant how it's gonna survive this, but either ways I pay for it, I got it, so I'm stuck with it. They're really small, so I don't know if I need to, if it'll survive in a community pot, or if I need to replate it. And I'm not good at flasking or doing all that kind of stuff, so now's a chance I'm gonna take. Just gonna put it in the community pot. Try to see all these, see these little things. I don't think they're even gonna make it, but why not give it a try? And only the big healthy ones will survive. So see these little things, I don't even think they'll do it. They'll make it, because they're too small. They need they won't make it. I have a feeling it's a waste, but so how many big plants do I have? About 5 or 6 big plants. The others are all probably too small to even make it without the solution. Try to get as much of the black media out, because it's okay if a little bit this is so dry and stuck to it. I don't know if I would do more harm by pulling it out. So it's just stuck. I've unflasked a few plants before, but none of them stuck to the roots like this one. This is really like stuck to them. Also, by the way, I forgot to tell you that I have in the solution, I have a little bit of 5-cent solution mixed into it's a fungicide, but like I said, this is coming directly from a flask, which is very sterile, so I don't know if I need to even put it in a fungicide solution, but I had it mixed up, so I just put it in there. So these are the little seedlings that I just caught out of the out of its little flask, and I'm gonna try to repot it into. Here I have a 4-inch. I think it's 4 or 3 inch. I'm not sure how big this is. So I'm gonna put some sphagnum moss. It's not wet. It's just moist. It's because these plants are used to growing in a flask, and it's used to have a wet media all around, and sphagnum moss is very good at retaining moisture, so I'm hoping this will do for it. And lightly again I'm gonna wrap it in the sphagnum moss just so that I can hold them together, and to make And I'm going to gently place them in the corner. Next one, I'm going to grab a few of them. Try to gently coax the roots to go down. And grab some sphagnum moss. I'm just placing them gently in the pot. I'm not squishing them down in. Just like gently placing it on the top. I'm trying to see if they have any more big ones in here. This one. Be careful not to cover the ones that you already put in there first. All the other plants look like they're really small. I don't know if they can survive this. You see how small they are? And you know how long it's going to take for them to get that big? So this is all I'm doing now, and I'm gonna come back after I have them all planted in there. So here are my two plants that all deflasked. This one is the Phalaenopsis bellina, and this is my epidendrum, the one with the orange flowers. So, oh, this is the flower that I expect this to have nice orange lips and green petals. It's all nicely packed and ready to put it in a warm place. And this is the Phalaenopsis bellina. This is the picture that the seller showed me. And that's also nicely packed. These are the Duke compost that I put in like this mini greenhouse that it's supposed to keep it nice and warm and humid. So I'm going to put in here. This is a painting that my daughter did on the little greenhouse when she was small. And I'm not going to keep it, take it off. I'm going to leave it as it is. Just a memory of her when she was like in first grade or second grade. It looks silly now because she's a good artist, but right now it's growing in this one. I have a little container with little leca beads at the bottom with water in it to provide humidity, and I'm going to keep misting this to keep it moist and humid so that the plants will feel like they're still in a flask and not dry out. So it's going to stay in here for a few months, at least 4 to 5 months before they get big, and then I'm going to probably transplant them to individual pots. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and please subscribe to my channel. And this is the picture of the Phalaenopsis bellina. Thank you. Bye.